Now, how do you separate your work life and your personal life? Because in this industry, I can imagine, obviously, I can never put myself in that position, but I can imagine that it can be quite hard when you're listening to a lot of people's issues. And how do you focus on your own?
So it is very hard, and especially when you work in the way that I do, I rely on a lot on um, this exchange of emotions that um, and this interaction between two humans, um, not just two brains, but also two emotional beings, myself and the client in front of me. We do form a relationship,
Yeah.
and that relationship, all relationships, experience some sort of roller coaster. We might hit have several roadblocks. We might stumble, we might fall, but we just have to be resilient. I have to be resilient and strong for them, and I have to project that optimism and find constantly solutions in a creative but also empathic way, in a compassionate way. And sometimes I don't have all the answers, but my clients know more than me. So it's that relationship will impact them. But to answer your question specifically, how do I separate work from home? I think the beautiful thing about my job is that um, my character and my personality has molded around me being a psychotherapist. What does being a psychotherapist mean for me? Is also being a good friend to you, being a good father to my son, being a good husband to my wife. Um, I'm not going to be the best. I'm not going to be perfect because I know that's unattainable. But I'm going to do my best to to fit in that, come as close as possible to their idea of having a good partner in life, and that's what we are in our therapy sessions as well, partners. Um, and we go through stuff together. Sometimes we don't like each other maybe very much, but most of the time we do. And most of the time we get things done. And I'm kind of the same with my son. So I'm very lucky that I can bring um, my work into my life, and in fact, there's no difference. I feel I don't need to separate it. But I also need a break, and I need a break because I want to separate myself out from time to time, and I need to be able to recognize that that's work in progress for me. I've been doing this job for 35 years. I'm still not good at taking breaks. But I'm good at having relationships, and I make myself available, and that's a hell of a thing. It's important for you, for my clients, for my patients, for my son, for my wife, to know that I have their back and they're available. Hey, just like my father was to me.
Great.
When I was in pain.
Great.